Hey, don't forget, check out A3Day Highlights playlist on Spotify for featured music for today's episode. Hello, howdy, and hello. Happy Friday and or Saturday to you where you might be. Just wanted to hop on. I think this is going to be a thing now since the podcast is back. Want to give you just some musical moments. Might be a quick recap on something that is on the podcast. Might be something totally crisp, fresh. I know a lot of y'all are waiting for me to talk about what I need to talk about Park Ji-min. Don't worry, I've recorded it. It has been recorded, so you will be able to enjoy that in audio form as best as possible, because we still have a little bit of waiting to do for the full project breakdown. Obviously, y'all know I have been spazzing and losing my mind over Kai, which is zero shock to most of you anyway. But I wanted to talk about one of the songs, and no, it is not Rover. I do not want to talk about Rover. I want to kind of put you up to something a little different, you know? So please let me know where you're checking in. We're just going to ride this for a few moments. Just enjoy this Friday. I'm looking forward to connecting with you all next Friday and the Friday after that and the Friday after that. Might be late, but that's because some people are overseas. So I'm trying to be considerate to those who pop in. So where are you checking in from? Where in the world are all two of you who are still in here? Let me know in the chat, please. I would love to be able to acknowledge that. And while you're doing that, let me go over here and pull up what I have to say about what I want to talk about. So let us shimmy our way on over. Texas, all right, good. So hello, neighbor. We're checking in the same spot. Good stuff. So thank you to those of you who popped onto Tumblr and started following that. I knew I would get some. I didn't realize I'd get as many as I did. Very grateful for that. Thank you for listening to me ramble about music in both verbal, video, and written form. It's really appreciated. So I talked a bit about Rover, but I'm not talking about the song. I have nothing additional to add to that from what I said in my writing, but I do want to take a moment, if you will, to talk about I'm shaking my head already. Say You Love Me. This is the track that you need to listen to on Kai's album. You may have had other plans, and that's fine. But this is the one. This is the one that we need to talk a little bit more about. Kai Say You Love Me is it's unexpected. And the reason that it's unexpected is because the song, it truly does fit multiple vocals. I am not saying that he did not do what he could on it. I am not knocking him, but you do know, as a music commentator and a historian, not just a fangirl, you got to be able to give some context to stuff, these claims that you lay out, you know. So with this track, you have the expectation of what was done on Bumba, which I feel like they could have changed the name. That reggaeton song is doing what it needs to do. It's giving you something catchy, which if you get caught up in it, you can easily put the chorus to that on Rover. They mutually work. And that's all fine, well and good. But you come over to Say You Love Me, and you may have thought, well, I thought the most unexpected thing on there was Black Mirror. The only thing that's unexpected about that is the fact that you hear boomerang, boomerang, and you may not have heard his voice be that deep. That's about it. It fits what he can do. This song, Say You Love Me, that's a song that could rest in a lot of different spaces. So I enjoyed the fact that SM in and of itself, the label said, quote, Say You Love Me is a hip-hop R&B song which directly expresses the wish to have love confirmed in precise words. That's, end quote. That is a PG way. That is a PG way of saying what they need to say. Call it nice, Call it a nice way of saying that it's somebody we're talking a bit about. On Fridays, from this point on, I will be hopping on here and just grabbing a song or two and just talking about it, just letting y'all know my interpretation, my nuances and whatnot. And I know a lot of people are anticipating a particular song that came out today, but I'm not talking about that right now. We're still riding the Rover wave. So you can call it a nice way of saying somebody wants some, confirmation on some certainties in life. But this man is seeking physical confirmation. Very much physical confirmation in this. Yeah, I can hear you say you love me. I'm asking you, but I'm asking you in the most vulnerable, most intimate way possible. For some people, just hypothetically, for some people, you have a tendency to say some things you may not have imagined yourself saying in certain adult extracurricular activities. And this is playing on that. We don't expect that out of him. Yeah, we expect confession. Time for confession. What time is... We expect that. We expect him being tongue-in-cheek about it, not this flat-out blatant about it. And he started off blatant anyway with what he was doing with... What he was doing with sliding. Sliding is another one. However, I want you to take into consideration when you are listening to Say You Love Me, if you've been listening to K-pop for a while and you have listened to K-R&B, which is nothing wrong with that. I would love to have Daddy Yankee on something. I need him to quit acting like he's retiring. Like, stop lying to us. But if you listen to it for quite some time, there are other vocals that you can place on this. So I want to pull up the instrumental. It might not be the cleanest instrumental, but I'm going to give you what I can. Plus, also, given the fact that, Instagram might take it down. So you got this instrumental. Obviously, an urban influence. You got all this going on. Nothing wrong with it. A little bit of a head bob. Like, okay, this is nice. It's trap beat. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's acknowledge, and I put it in writing, but let's acknowledge a certain aspect of this. So, this is his third album. This is Kai's third album. Okay. If his debut mini album was Sexy Sexy Dance Smooth, then the second one was tongue-in-cheek, sweet, sweet vibes. This one is grown, borderline AOMG higher music. Okay, we're going in a direction that we have not received from him flat out, blatantly. And because of that, we know that other artists can deliver on this. I want you to first listen to the instrumental a little bit longer. Then I'm going to try to find the acapella just to get into this first verse. And then I'm going to tell you who could have done this. You're going to be like, Ashley, why would you do this to me? Anytime we talk music, I'm going to dismantle and discombobulate just to give you more context, more color, more texture. So we're bopping to the instrumental. No biggie. It's not asking a lot of us. It's a simple trap beat. He said Baekhyun ain't the only one. Period. Not the only one making grown music. This is not a demanding track. Intentionally not demanding. Because what does he need demand for? You throw a little bit of a bass line in there and you make the artist work. If they can. So let's see if I can get the acapella for you. Now, again, these might not be the cleanest acapellas. This album is new. But we're going to do what we can with it, okay? Come on. Deliver for me. All right. So now you got your lyrics. And I wanted to get to a certain point. I need it in your mind. To your mind. All right, roll with me. Listen to the cadence. Okay, I paused it for a reason. I wanted you to listen to the cadence, okay? You have your chorus. Consistent. Then you get into the verse. The second verse don't deliver as hard as this first one does. Because you're not ready. You like, oh shit, Kai, wait. Oh. Why can't God7 JB do this? Or what about God7 Yu-Gi-Oh? What about the two of them together when they were their subunit? Is this not a song that they could take? Have you not heard this type of delivery and the capacity for it? If he felt like coming out of retirement because he stopped being mad at us, wouldn't Dean murder this? It's not so much about the lyrics. It's about yeah, I knew it. I knew somebody's gonna be like, stop. Yeah, it's not about the lyrics. It's about the delivery. You can teach delivery, which is why in our language, in English, we hear all of these rappers doing the same damn cadence. It is easy to be taught. Now, wait a minute, not JB or Yu-Gi-Oh! Just B would murder this shit, and we know it. And there's other artists. There's indie artists that I mentioned. Blue Woods. Y'all might not know about Blue Woods. He would slice and dice this like it's some cheese, okay? It's not about the lyrics. It's shocking to us as consumers, both fans and just, I want to just see what this Kai thing is about. That, oh, okay, Kai did it. Yes, Kai is the rapper in EXO, but you can teach this. I need you to, this is the metronome. 5, 6, 7, 8. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That's taught. That's a behavior and delivery that can be taught and executed on, and he did a good job. There are other artists who are official, full-fledged R&B Korean artists who would just they would body this. So now that you have that mindset, now that you have this mindset, think of it as being, the artists that I presented, and then listen back to this cadence again. Not the falling down the stairs. If he could get over it, if he could get over it and he feels like it's worth coming back to us, because it's not just us, he could cover this. This may have been his, not to say it was, but think of the ownership of those soloists. Even those you might not like, J Park, he could do this. Just listen. So we're coming out of that chorus, and then when I give you the lyrics in English, you'll really be like, yeah, somebody else could have did it. Not to minimize him. Jongin did what needed to be done. Others can too. It will blow your mind. So it's not to say that this is distinctly that belongs to Kai. He's the one who just happened to get it. And it shouldn't be too much of a shock. One of the co-writers and producers on this album is Miguel. I'm about to call him Mike. That's not his full name. Let's get it right. Mike. See, I hear Dean. Yeah. He's one of the producers on it who also had work on Seventh Sense, which is distinct. Nothing out of SM sounded like that when it came out. And quite honestly, not anything has since. He did Drip Drop for Taemin. He did Reason for Kai. One of One for Shiny, Wavy's Try My Luck, and Stray Kids Easy. Those are some of the things that this producer and composer worked on. So it's easy to take those influences for those other groups and those other labels and be able to create some very unique colors that could, copy and paste for others. So I wanted to point that out as one of the things from this album that I found very interesting. Any male artist willing to ride the lyrical cadence could have done it. Which, me just tossing out a handful of names. Yu-Gi-Oh, JB, Blue Woods, Ding. That's just 4. But there are other artists who could have done it just as substantially well. it's nice to have Kai challenge himself in this way. And this is a challenge. So you come out of this, and I feel like it wasn't anything wrong with putting it where it was, but had I had any control over this, if I had executive production, Black Mirror would have popped off, and then we would have rolled into Say You Love Me. You coming out of that boomerang, boomerang, then I wanted to carry on with that deep resonance and then jump right into sliding. Sliding is special to me. Hear me out. I can hear Jay Hyun on this. I need him. Sliding is special to me. Again, adult extracurricular activities is what he's talking about, which is not necessarily something we've heard new from him, but he's blatant about it this time. But sliding sounds like a song I produced. So I feel a kinship to it. I didn't produce the song in the same key. I don't want you under the wrong impression. I don't want to allude to it was being something I did. But sliding, the instrumental of that, I have certainly produced songs that are in that same pocket, that want to be trap but you not trap, hip hop, R&B, urban soul is what they call it, urban R&B. It's something very melodic about this. This is my production bag. This is my music production bag. I'm going to play the song that I feel interpolates this. It's not the same. I am not saying it's the same. The vibe, the ambiance, the choices are very similar. So you got this song body rolling on you the whole time. Smooth. It's a good song. It feels nice. And I'm just give you a minute of it. Very nuanced changes. You maintain the whole tempo the entire time. There's no extras going on. There's no strange sound effects. You got a hi-hat at one point. That's about it. Same vein. Not the same tempo. Do not get it confused that I'm over here claiming something that's not true. You know that's not how I ride. This is my song in just a moment. Sliding is a late night vibe. Big time. It's a big time late night vibe. And then this is my song. Not the same key. Same essence. Slower tempo. But when I produced it, it was in the same key as his song. So when it came on, like, on shuffle, not even on shuffle, the first listen, I was like, who did this? Same essence. So clearly what I'm working on last year is what they just get into now, and what I'm working on now is what's next to come. I'm always either right on or I'm a step behind. It's strange. Okay, so now that I got that little, I feel like I did it out of there. Sliding is yet again talking about these extracurricular adult activities, and he's not ashamed about it at all. Let me share what I said in Tumblr. I said I can definitely hear the. It's odd. It's not exactly the same, but it's the same vein. It's like, wow, you tried it, Ashley. Cute. So sliding. The mood is set as soon as the song comes on, which is true. And he allows that. It comes in without him immediately jumping into the song. It's a mellow tempo that encourages the body to loosen up and one's head to bob to the beat. Thus, I thought the title was about sliding into one's DMs. I did. It seemed right, and my ass was wrong. Kai said, slide and strip it down, take it off. Sliding, you can leave it all on me, come wrap me up closely. Those are big boy words. It's easy to get lost in the melodic experience, but if you take the time to familiarize yourself with the lyrics in the language of your choosing, because everybody doesn't speak English, then you'll find this song to be a solid statement of adulthood without giving too much away. So I feel like that would be, he was sliding or something. Now he was sliding, okay? So you come into this, and as I said, if I would have rearranged the order, I would have put Say You Love Me before that. So Say You Love Me, your lyrics in that in English, just say you love me tonight. Don't make me jealous tonight. I can feel your gaze so that I can know your heart even more. Tell me how you feel. Baby, there's no need to rush. Take it slow. With words that come to your mind, just say you love me one more. And then you come to, yeah, skirt, skirt. It's okay to show your deeply hidden heart. Wake up from your sleeping. Adults, just follow with me. Just follow with me. It's okay to show your deeply hidden heart. Wake up from your sleeping night during the darkest moment, sensitive to your fingertips. After slightly stretching, just feel this mood. Just feel when I move. Sir, what the fuck are you saying? What are you saying, sir? Some of you may have more straight and narrow minds, and I admire that, and I value you having that, where it's just words to you. Some of us need a little bit more help. Why are you waking me up at night? Wake up from your sleeping night, sensitive to your fingertips. It's a lot going on, and I need him to back the hell up. I need him to back up. Then the chorus comes back. It's a pre-chorus. There's no need to hesitate. In this moment, don't be cautious. You know about my endless urgency. Can't you see I want to get it started? Go to bed. Take your ass to sleep. Let me roll back over. I don't even know why I came over, Kai. I thought we was going to watch movies, and then we went and did karaoke at one of the subway stops, and then we had Chimek because it's Friday, and then I said I was a little tired. Go back to sleep. Like, this is his version of Baekhyun's drown. Like, go to bed. Like, go to sleep. You're saying what to me on a Friday night? You're wildin'. You're wildin'. And then you go from here and you go back to sliding. Now, this is where it started. Remember, I have changed the order. Me can get it started. Stop playing, sir. Then started. I'm sorry, sliding. My apologies. Icy, drop it over my head. Icy, drop it over my head. Fleeting moments turn into strong attraction. Thirsty like rain that the dry ground has been waiting for. It's like a miracle to me when I tell you they put these songs in the wrong order. Endlessly rain on me. Stop yourself in 2023. I think I have salt and vinegar chip in my eye. Endlessly rain on me. Soak me up. Stay with me. Give me that heat. Can you see how I feel? Sliding. Slide down, slide, ooh, now, ooh, slide. You can leave everything to me. Cover me tightly. Messy, you've poured it all over me. I have no resistance to you. Swept away and messed up by you. Warning, sexy, I can't avoid you easily. Why are you silent? It repeats every day. You have to take lyricism into consideration if you have an album that has lyrics. Even in instrumentation, if they would have omitted all the vocals from this and it was just an instrumental, it needed to ride a certain way. And Say You Love Me needed to ride right before sliding, because sliding is confirming what Say You Love Me is asking for. And then you come out of that and you party to Bumba, and then you end this bad boy with Sinner. I'm just saying, if I had EP opportunity on this album. Hold up, are we talking of the problem that is Kai? So no, we're talking Kai. I literally paused sliding and look up the lyrics and was like, say what now? See, both of them need to go away. Baekhyun started and Kai was like, that's okay, huh? Hyung, you go. Kai. Eat okay? I got this. It's impressive. Say what you want about the 3 albums that this man has released. Say what you want about him. He might not be the most prolific dancer, entertainer, vocalist, what have you. To you, the artistry behind this, the team behind this gave us something interesting. It really did. It really and truly did. And I'm pleased with what it gave us, because it gave us a color of him that has been alluded to for over a decade. We already have assumptions about what he can bring to the table. And he might not be the strongest vocalist, but he delivered solidly on this. I think this is a worthwhile album for you all to listen to. And since A3Day does not rank individual albums because we are exploring idol discography. I can't quite rank this for you, but I do recommend that you check it out. Another one that I recommend you check out, which I just got finished talking about on Discord. So Discord is where my patrons are, and very soon there'll be an open invitation for those who are not Patreon patrons to join Discord so that you get behind the scenes stuff. We did a listening party for season 7 recordings. Season 7 of the podcast kicks off with A Pink, and I had them all wrong. The first album I listened to, never mind, y'all have to wait until the podcast or at least until you join the Discord. But one thing that I shared with them was an artist that you may not be aware of. Her name is So Yoon. The way that it's stylized is So You On. And some of you may be familiar with her relatively recently because a song dropped with her and RM from BTS. No shock. This woman, it don't matter if she's singing in Korean or in English, the sultriness of her vocals, her husky voice, and what she talks about, it's going to blow your socks off. It's going to. So just a few days ago, she released a solid album. This album came out March 14th. It's already a classic. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you in advance so that it if you start to hear her name more often, it won't come as a shock to you. She's just solid. One thing about her that was also solid on the indie scene is the fact that a lot of people had speculations about her. People's gender identity as well as their orientation and all of that is their information and theirs to hold. You don't have to reveal it. You don't have to ever. You can also reveal it in your behaviors and your action and never verbally confirm anything because you do not owe anyone anything about who and what you are. However, the promotion for this video, it was a teaser, a very sensual, very tense teaser of her making out with a woman in the rain in what appears to be a phone booth. That gives you some context to this song. The lyrics are 100% in English. I just wrote with it in the other live stream, but I'm gonna give y'all some context so that you can see why this song in essence is just immaculate. The video starts with this kissing scene. It's already immediately putting you in a place, depending upon your orientation and or your interests, where you're either aroused by it, a little bit uncomfortable, you feel that it's going on too long, there's tension to it, there's uncertainty. Do I need to fast forward this video? All of these things also play out in the way that the song is delivered. The song is talking about somebody who is fully aware of what is going on with their feelings for a person, is not mutually reciprocated, and they are down bad, super bad. So the verses in English, whenever you hear I stay close to you, but you want to take me over. Baby, you can't take my love too. No, you want to take me lower. I just need to feel a touch, but for you, it's not enough. Want me to stay? Just fade away. When you're burning in the sun, I'm with another on the run. Want me to stay? You need to fade away. I've been doing bad. But tell me where you at. I've been doing bad, but tell me where you at. I see in your face you say it's all good. Stuck in our ways, would leave them behind if I could. I've been living too fast, can't stay by your side. I've been feeling the air taking me over. I know I stumble over you, but I don't know what I can do. Oh, I can't say I gotta fade away. I've fallen and out of love, cause too many is not enough. I go astray, I gotta fade away. I've been doing bad, but tell me where you at. I love it. I love it. She's got this soulful voice. The song is all live instruments. The bass guitar is just stanking it up. Her harmonies are simple. It's just her giving you these verses. And then when she gets to that chorus, she gives you another harmony. And that's about it. The performance is what she's saying. And I know it's going to blow y'all socks off when you hear it. My hope is that I don't get this taken down so that you can hear it. But keep in mind what I gave you as context to all of this and how it's impacting her and her feelings for this person. All right. So we're getting it all queued up. Let me get it ready. And the song starts with the actual song, not the video, but the actual song starts with a drum cadence, and then a throat clearing. Like, you trying to process your feelings. Trying her best. Like, let me get myself together to tell this person that you got me screwed up and I need you to stop. So let's take a moment to listen to this. I hope that it impacts you in a phenomenal way, that it makes you interested in listening to her artistry and creating your own opinions. If nothing else, that you at least add bad to your playlist, because it's a bop. Here we go. Smooth. And yes, it's a high probability I'm gonna be singing it again, so just roll with me. Listen.
Whenever you're here, I stay close to you, but you wanna take me over. Baby, yeah, take my
that kid, they in a pocket.
You wanna take me lower. I just need to feel the touch. My arms not enough for me to say. Just fade away. Like a friend in the sun, I'm not gonna underrun. Want me to stay. Yeah. I've been going bad.
Survive.
It's all good. Sucking hours would leave them behind. If I could remove it fast, stay by your side.
Her voice.
Over. Oh, I can't say. I gotta fade away. I'm running out of love. 'Cause your man's not enough. I go astray. I gotta fade away.
She's taking the music out. Come on now.
Tell me where you at. I've been going bad. Tell me where you at.
And from this point on, the music just slides out. She just rocks after that. The song is 4 minutes and 43 seconds. She gives you the whole half of just jam session, of just cycling through what she said. It's a phenomenal song placed in a phenomenal album, and you need to get into her. The way that she stylizes her name, it looks like So You On, but it's So Yoon. That is her name, and I cannot stop talking about her. I can't stop talking about the musicality and just the timelessness of this album. I cannot. I know you all are inevitably awaiting my breakdown of G-Man and whatnot, and there's nothing wrong with that. I will give you a bit of a moment because I did record it, and I'm going to break it down further than what it is that you hear. But excuse me, I will give you a moment of a mild meltdown. I think I don't quite really know what was going on. I just know, maybe if you've seen the video, then you know what part. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of the reaction. Clearly it's not edited. Giving you the behind the scenes. This is what these Friday breakdowns are gonna be about. Just a little moment of us hanging out. Just a moment. I knew the band but never heard individually till now. Loving the album. Oh, I love that you love it. So this is just a snippet. I'm just giving you a snippet. Just a snippet.
He's taller than me. I think me and Sugar damn near the same height.
Come on now, Park Jimin. Okay. I am, is it a tattoo?
Come on, choreography.
Real country.
You better give me the drama.
Oh, this is enjoyable thus far.
Why is it so dark? Okay, what the hell? Pause. Told him to take his shirt off. Did they just snatch it off him in the dark? And he got all these little tattoos. Are any of them real?
So yes, that will be edited and cleaned up so that it's available. Obviously Patreon patrons will get it first and whatnot. I don't know if it'll actually be an uploaded episode of the podcast or if it'll just be included in my newsletter for those of you who subscribe to it or on the Tumblr. But yes, a mild breakdown was happening and I'm glad it wasn't on video because when I started going, I was going like this. I couldn't handle it. I think I had a short circuit. So interested in seeing where that goes. Where that whole experience is going to take itself. Indeed. But it's not edited yet, so I can't share that with you all just yet. What was it? It was something else I wanted to go in here and like destroy for you all because I care about you so greatly. Let's see. It was one other thing I wanted to point out for you. Because, man, I've been gone for a while. It really blows bubbles when gone like that. Oh, yeah, that happened. I'm like, what is this? 25 weeks ago, I had a giveaway. It was the season launch party. Wow, that was a long time ago. Continue to anticipate little hangouts like this on Fridays. I just want to be able to check in and connect in better ways. It's interesting to have to be gone longer than you intended from your work, and this is my work, so hopefully we'll be able to share some more enjoyable moments. But yeah, I'm not going to give you a whole hour. If you want to be able to kick it longer than that, then we definitely want to see you for Discord, and again, I will publicize that link for you to join very, very soon. But for now, this concludes this Friday breakdown. There are other songs I've been bopping to and whatnot, but I have audio recording to do. I have podcast episodes to record. So that is that. Did you cover Onu's Circle? It's such a beautiful. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. I did not talk about it this time, though. It was all predominantly messing y'all up on Kai and then giving you a little bit of Suyeon. But next Friday, let's do that. Let me write that down because that was a bit of a request. So let me go over into my calendar and we can talk about that. So 3/17/23 request for Onu Circle. Okay. Did you cover Onu? Yeah, that's it. So I'll make sure that we talk about that next Friday, you know. Oh, everyone, my husband is here. He's so nosy. But yeah, we can talk about that next Friday. And hola mi esposo. Any other thing you want to talk about next Friday? We're talking music. We are not talking news. Okay? We're talking music. You got a throwback or something where you never did talk about this song and I've been wanting to hear it forever. Any throwbacks that you would like to address, I would be happy to take requests. I'm going to put something in the Instagram for next Friday's breakdown. I don't know if I want to keep it as called Friday Breakdown. I might. It gives you something to anticipate. I don't know. But if there are requests, please make sure to share them. I'm looking forward to talking about Onu with you all next week. That gives me something to anticipate instead of just jumping into it tonight. So, yeah. Good stuff. I hope you all enjoyed it. You learned a little bit about Kai being a hot ass mess. You learned about So Yoon and her having her drummer in the pocket. And you heard a mild-mannered meltdown about a particular song. So it's all good. Thank you for playing. Thank you for staying. And I will catch y'all next Friday. Bye, y'all. Hey, don't forget, check out A3Day Highlights playlist on Spotify for featured music for today's episode.